God. So it was just
Oh
me
my
before the game,
god.
right? But now we have my guy here, and we have a W after.
What? A W is not even that's not even the that's not the letter, it's not the word. That was just amazing. That was
I can't
amazing.
even. The Wired for this week is gonna go crazy. It's gonna be amazing.
What? The
The best one.
Wired?
Think
Oh
about it.
my goodness. The Wired is going to be insane this week. What's up to everybody in the chat right now
On
already? But wow, what a win. Ravens win. Ravens beat the Browns 47-42 on Monday Night Football in a thriller, an absolute Monday Night thriller that was hands down the best Monday Night Football game or the best game of the year. Period.
and
Would I
you
be
know,
wrong in saying that?
no, you're not. It's best game of the year, and you know what? It's better than the Cardinals Seahawks. I see my guy K Dog. I
Yeah.
was he heard me. I was talking a lot of shit about Marquise Brown. Hollywood. He earned it back. I don't care about them drops. He stepped up when it mattered, and that is a dog.
You're right.
Dog.
You're right. He's done it 2 weeks in a row now. He's done it 2 weeks in a row. Stepped up when it mattered. I mean, I was very upset about the drops. I really was. I really was. I think he failed Trace McSorley on that 1/3 down play, but he came back in as soon as Lamar came back into the game, and we'll talk about Lamar Jackson. Oh my, just wow. But Hollywood, he came back, and he earned his nickname back. He stepped up when it mattered, and that's what matters to me, and I think that's what matters to us. But yeah, man, great win, great win. We needed that. We
Yes,
needed that. Oh
man.
my goodness.
Because I'm like, man, like we don't deserve it. We don't deserve it. But the way
Mm,
Lamar just put on a clinic in that final what minute drive,
yeah,
and hey, Mark Andrews, top three tight end. Respect on his
yeah,
name.
yeah.
Respect,
Oh my goodness. Stepped up when it mattered. Stepped up. Like our receiving core, Willie Sneed.
bro.
Willie Sneed
Dog.
stepped up.
Dog.
Dog. He stepped up when it mattered. He was the one. Honestly, I think Willie Sneed is the reason we won that game.
That
He
third and
kept us
10.
in it.
That third and
Yeah.
10.
Yeah, he kept us
I'm
in
getting
it.
goosebumps right now thinking about it. Third.
That 3rd and 10, because Lamar wouldn't have even gotten a chance to get on the field unless we converted on that 3rd down, unless Trace
Hey,
McSorley got it to somebody.
first up, I wrote things that did not look good. I
What
was
did you say?
expecting
You
him to
you
be
were you
carted
were
off.
breaking up. You were breaking up. What did you say?
Oh, I said prayers up to Trace McSorley.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
I mean, I thought he was going to get carted off the field. That did not look good.
yeah. It was very awkward how he came down on his knee and kind of like how he was stepping on that whole play.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely prayers up for Trace McSorley. Hope he is all good.
Let
Wow.
me let me check this chat, man. I am.
Yeah,
Whew.
let's look at the chat. Let's look at the chat, man. Shout out to you guys. You guys are all in the chat right now, just going crazy. Game of the freaking year. That's right, Devin. Game was frustrating though. Zay King 56. That is for sure. The game was definitely frustrating at some points. Let's see. Give Tyus a contract. Tyus Bowser
Hey,
played really well.
give Tyus get a contract. Say what you want. You have it. You
Yeah,
have it. Because
cut him a
he
check.
has,
Give him a blank
man.
check.
I mean, I don't want to brag on the defense, but man,
Man, oh
our
my
secondary didn't look
goodness.
good. Our secondary
Dude.
did not look good.
It did not look good at all, and Devontae Harris was just getting burned consistently. There were multiple plays where he literally let up like 2 touchdowns, really bad. Like they
Oh,
were just intentionally going for him.
yeah. Real quick,
Yeah,
you want to rewatch that game winning kick over again?
the game-winning kick.
You want to watch it over again? Oh, it
What
is
what are,
lag
what are
search.
what are we watching? What's going on?
I sent you the a DM on Twitter.
Okay, okay. So we'll pull up that game-winning kick again. Uh, our boy Engraven, he tweeted, "Does this count as a big game for Lamar?"
Hey, you know what? Let's talk about that. And real quick,
Facts.
shout out to whoever was in earlier when it was just me. You said
Uh huh.
47-10 we were gonna win.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know where you came with 47 points, but did we see the offense forge new identity tonight?
Mm.
Did we see it? I don't
No, we might have, man. It was crazy. Oh man, I'm getting a lot of static right here on this end, but hopefully that can go away. Cool. All right, so this is the instant classic right here, man. Look, Lamar Jackson.
Sunday night and of course on Monday night. Most accurate kicker in NFL history. Now Cleveland has a couple timeouts to see if they try to ice him. This is for 55. For the win. And Justin Tucker has done it for Baltimore.
Wow.
There are 2 seconds left on the clock.
Wow.
There are a whole lot of heroes tonight in white and purple.
Sheesh. You just love to see it, man. You love to see it.
Ice in his veins. Hey, I want to give a shout out. My guy Cameron's in here. Cameron Davis. That's my guy since like birth. Appreciate you coming out to the stream. And he was calling me the whole game. He's like, man, like we got dogs in this team. You know, we're gonna win it. I'm like, man, but he said it best. Winner go home, and we stepped up. We stepped up.
Yeah, shout out to you, Cameron. We definitely did step up. Lamar stepped up. Let's talk about Lamar, man. Lamar Jackson. It was just a game, just like last week. It was an emotional roller coaster. But Lamar Jackson, the story of Lamar, the entire game. Earlier in the game, it was like okay, Lamar's slipping all over the place. That was the story. And then, Lamar, it was like, okay, Lamar's running all over the place. He's running touchdowns on this play, that play, this play, that play. And then after that, it was, oh, Lamar Jackson is in the locker room. He's got cramps or whatever was going on with him.
Can we talk about that? Do you think it was cramps, or do you think he just had a little upset stomach, had to use the bathroom?
It was 2 possessions. There were like 3 possessions while he was off the field. I don't know. I've never used the bathroom because that's like 15 minutes. He had to be like constipated. Like there had to be something more going on, man. I don't think he just had to take
take the Browns to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, take the Browns to the Super Bowl. I don't know if he had to do that. He obviously didn't have to do that. He came back on the field. Oh my gosh, man. It was chilling. It was really chilling. The announcers, like right before it went to commercial. You saw that, right?
Hey man, yeah, I saw it. I'm just thinking of like I said, it just didn't feel real.
We're speechless.
We're usually always on the other side of these situations where it's like, of course, that's the Ravens. We're chokers. But this time it's like
we came out on top.
And
we did it.
Man, Thursday is going to be fun. Just know that. Yeah. Thursday is going to be fun. Man. I am speechless. Usually I have a lot to say, but just seeing this team fight. Yeah. We're known for a defensive team. Kareem Hunt ran all over us. Simple as he had his way with us. But the fact that we were able to step up, offense, like we said, Mark Andrews, give him a contract, whatever he wants. Sign it.
Blank check. Man, Mark Andrews stepped up in that game like no other. Like we said, Willie Snead stepped up in that game. Our defense was suspect the entire game. It looked like we just could not catch a break. We could not, like, in the beginning of the game, there were a lot of penalties that were killing us. But later in the game, they were just doing whatever they wanted to do. And it was super frustrating, especially when we didn't have Lamar. But when he did come back,
some news got released about Lamar right now.
Yeah, what's up?
The Pro Football Doc. So he said he's on Lamar's left arm in this area. He said, for those who doubted the muscle cramps, he was given an IV. So you could tell by the bandage wrap around his arm, because he doesn't wear bandages on his arms. So he did have cramps. It wasn't the toilet. He did. So they had to give him an IV. Think about that. You go in the locker room up 34-20. Get an IV. You come out. It's 34 30 what? 34 35 34. Fourth and 5. And you throw a dime.
Oh my gosh, bro!
It's
the second time.
He said it was
the second week in a row.
It was just go time. It was That's my quarterback.
That is our quarterback. Us Ravens fans, man, we are gifted, man, to have a Lamar Jackson on our team. And they said it all night. They literally said it all night. Lamar Jackson is the equalizer on this football team. He's the equivalent of a Patrick Mahomes, where it's like you can do everything right, but Lamar Jackson can still beat you. And that's just the benefit of having somebody as dynamic as he is. He was phenomenal running the ball in the beginning of the game. When we needed him to throw the ball the most, he did, and he did it well, and he won us the game by doing that. So, I mean, the critics at this point, I just want to hear what they have to say. I want to hear what they have to say tomorrow. The ones who said Lamar cannot win big games, the ones who said Lamar cannot throw, the ones who just doubted Lamar overall. I want to see what they have to say after this game, just how emotional this game was, and just him leaving the game and then coming back in the game when his team needed him the most and delivering.
Actually, it's my favorite football show. Good Morning Football. They're like, oh, this is the Browns. Browns. They said they can't take the Browns serious if they don't win. Keep that same energy. Keep it.
Yeah.
Keep it. Have them. Have your Golden Boy Browns, because they didn't want us to win. Nobody wanted us to win.
Nope.
Nope.
Nobody wanted us to win this game, man. But hey,
how do you feel about that Matthew Judon at EX running the pass ball?
I mean, that play, it's like when I watched it, I was like, okay, that should not be called roughing the passer, which is another reason why I don't understand when there's a flag called, when there's a flag thrown. I don't know why they can't take a second or a minute to go back and look at it and see if it was actually a warranted penalty. Because when you go back and look at that play, it's like, okay, he did not lead with the crown of his helmet, and the O lineman was pushing Judon into Baker.
Yeah.
So it's like, what is he supposed to do? Exactly. Like you have to be able to go back and make these things right if you want the integrity of the game to remain upright. And it's just something that we haven't seen this season. Is disappointing. But you know, at the end of the day, I can see where, like, in the moment of the play, I can see where the ref was kind of like tempted to throw that flag, probably from the angle that he was standing. Like, oh, he led with the helmet. He kind of went into Baker's helmet or his head neck area, and I'm just gonna throw that flag. I get it, but I feel like you should be able to go back and look at that.
So, also real quick, Gus Edwards.
Gus, yeah.
Gus, the bus. Edwards.
Gus.
He did his thing. He was the man. I guess I'm really speaking. Everybody just played good on the offense. I'm gonna say the line. I give the line a lot of slack, but they did their thing today, and most of the sacks were on just the field. You know, Lamar was slipping.
Yeah. He was slipping pretty bad. He was slipping really, really badly in the beginning of the game. And I texted you. I was like, bro, I can't deal with this. Like, this is ridiculous. I can't have my quarterback slipping all over the place. Like, he's not going to be able to do anything. But they changed his cleats, and he ended up being fine. So
because
that was good.
You see people slipping and somebody gets hurt, like we saw with Trace McSorley.
Yeah, that's dangerous. So let's see. Ewok Play says, watch, we're going to lose to Minshew Mania. It's a trap game. I hope we don't lose to the Jaguars. We play the Jaguars on this coming up Sunday, December 20th, which happens to be my birthday. So
I think we need a birthday dub.
I think we need a birthday W, man. I would love to get that on my birthday. A W against the Jaguars.
I feel like
is Marquise Hollywood again?
Hey, we said it. He earned it. I mean, he had those drops, but big time players make big time plays when it matters. But
Hollywood, oh my gosh. Okay, look, Hollywood, you can have the name back, but listen to me, man. I know that you are a run under the ball and catch it guy. You know, you want to catch it right in the breadbasket like this, but you have to attack the football when you're going to catch it. Do not let the football attack you, because that's how you drop passes. That's how you may have incomplete passes from your quarterback. That's how you fail your quarterback. So go attack the football. Be that guy. Be that dog, as we like to say. You know what I mean? But yes, he did make the play when it mattered the most. So Marquise is Hollywood again.
Yes. If he wants to learn how to catch, look at Willie Snead.
Yeah,
Look at
man.
Willie
Oh my gosh.
Snead.
Willie Snead, man. Just when we need him the most.
And the fact we did this all without Dez.
Dez.
Dez would have thrived in this game. 100%.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, man.
Wow.
It's crazy. It's crazy that we don't win this game without the two guys that we didn't have last week, Willie Snead and Mark Andrews.
100%. 100%.
Wow.
And I'll even throw
Game
Judon in there
changers.
too. I feel like Judon did more under that. I'll have to look back at film. But speaking of like defense, Yannick Ngakoue played his best game as a Raven today. He was all over the field, just getting pressured. Didn't have a sack, but was getting pressured.
Yeah.
Brandon Williams, Calais is a warrior, basically playing on one leg.
Yeah.
Still doing
basically.
Because Chubb didn't have that big of a night. He had the long touchdown run, but wasn't like 20, 30-yard runs like we've seen before.
Yeah.
Deshaun Elliott, that Peters had a Peters game.
Peters, you take the good with the bad. This was a bad. Sometimes you have a good week. It's just you get what you get. But it just goes to show how much we really need Jimmy Smith on the field. You know what I mean? Because we can't put that much pressure on Peters. You know what I mean? Because like when they start attacking him.
Yeah, and I think it definitely. Anthony Levine came in. He didn't get burnt. He did a solid job. So shout out to him. Man.
Definitely shout out to him. Chuck Clark isn't looking that good.
No, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm really happy you brought that up.
Yeah,
because he was getting burnt. Like,
I mean, I noticed Chuck Clark. He gets really burnt up by tight ends, man. Like, I really started to notice it when we played the Titans a couple weeks back, and Ferkser was just kind of getting everything underneath on Chuck Clark, just getting first downs, getting a little bit, of extra yardage on him, things like that. It just was not looking good at all, and I don't know. I think we move on from him eventually because it's just
I don't know.
That's a hole.
I think we got to keep him. He's our green dot on defense. He's a smart. He calls the plays. I think we got to keep him. I mean,
but why? I don't. Don't you think that somebody maybe like a LJ Fort should take over that green sticker, man? Like, wouldn't you love to see that?
I don't know. I mean, yes, but he's getting up there in age. I mean, he's not on the field every play. I think we aren't using Clark the way we were last year. I know he's in the box, but he was more playing tight ends, like not over the middle, but more towards the outside, towards the outside numbers, not towards the inside. So maybe something there. And I mean, maybe I don't even know at this point, but I feel like definitely keep Clark. Clark he'll be solid. Him and Deshaun. Jeez. I mean, we'll be seeing Tyler Huntley week as a backup.
Oh yeah, they're definitely gonna have to bring him on now. Jesus, man. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's just this game. The emotions from this game are crazy. I feel like this is the type of game that propels us into winning out for the rest of the season.
Yes.
And going into the playoffs. Yes.
Yes. I know
that was the toughest game on the rest of our schedule.
Where was it? Yeah, give us our respect, please. We need to win out and go into the playoffs hot for my guy Cam, and that's 100% facts. Think about it. Like I said, we won 12 games straight last year. Like I said, 12 games straight this year. We're in the Super Bowl. So we're on a 2-game winning streak, and like you said, it feels like this team had a new season after last week because this isn't the same team against the Titans. I mean, same offense at least.
It's definitely not the same offense. But you know what I really think it is? I really think it all just boils down to Lamar Jackson, man. It does.
He's the leader.
You saw him make plays when it mattered most. You saw him just kind of have that sense of urgency, even on plays that is not like third down or it was like plays earlier in the game where it's like, okay, this is a big second down. We need to convert. We need to like get some positive yardage here. Like he was, okay, I don't see my first or second read. I'm taking the ball myself and I'm going to get this first down. I'm going to tuck it and I'm going to prove why I am the reigning MVP. I'm going to prove why I am so dynamic. And that's why I think, the announcer said it all night. Lamar Jackson is the equalizer. And we couldn't be more thankful for having him on our squad, man. And just, yeah.
You know what I loved? Nick Chubb put out a picture of Batman on his story today on Instagram. You know what Deshaun Elliott did? He put the Joker. He put the Joker in. And Deshaun came hitting tonight.
He did.
So, just checking right now. They said Huntley will probably be the backup, and then RG3 will be back soon. Lamar, like, that final drive, you know who it reminded me of? Aaron Rodgers. Clinical.
A-Rod. Just,
clinical.
Yeah. Surgical.
He was just sitting back in the pocket, and he wasn't forcing anything.
Nope.
You know, he just 5 yard, and then managers did it, and Willie Snead, like, I was like, I have never seen this from him before. But
oh my gosh, man. He took what the defense gave him, man. And that's just what you love to see from Lamar Jackson, whether it's throwing the ball or running the ball. Just take what the defense gives you. And he just seemed totally comfortable in there. It's crazy.
That's my
and
QB.
This is while cramping. That's my QB. Oh
yeah,
I should have worn my jersey. But oh God, man. I just can't say enough about this game. I'm sure there's a ton that we're missing about this game because it just happened. Our emotions are running high. It's very fresh. You know, we're going to talk about it soon and very soon. Let's see. Ewok says, what about those fumbles in the first quarter that went out of bounds? Man, those ones were really getting to me, man. I was like, if we can just finish. We could have finished that game a lot earlier. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry to cut you off, but Tucker,
no.
They said that Tucker campaigned to kick it on that 4th and 6. When we scored the touchdown, it was a 64-yarder.
See? And, you know, I think that's part of the reason why Lamar came and, like, gave him that big hug at the end. Because he was like, it was about that trust. Lamar was like, no, look, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to get us this big play, and then you're going to have an opportunity to win us the game later on. And that's exactly what happened. You know, both of them had opportunities to win us that football game, and that's what they did. So that's amazing. That's amazing from Lamar Jackson, Justin Tucker, that entire offense, man.
Yeah. Willie Snead had tried. Wow, Willie Snead took snaps after McSorley went down. He was going to be our quarterback. Wow. Can you imagine? Willie
Snead.
Can you imagine?
I'm glad they didn't show that on TV. I would have lost it. I would have lost my marble seeing Willie Snead warm up to play quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens. Man,
all I
know
crazy. I gotta be up early at 7:30. I'm not going to sleep anytime soon. I gotta go to the gym early, but when I'm at the gym, you can best believe I'm watching the Ravens-Browns highlights. That's all.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
This reminded me of Chiefs-Rams from 2018. Back and forth.
Oh, what a game! What a game that was.
This right here. I think with the defense, you know, I think this challenges it. This
yeah. This is a wake up call.
Because that was a lot of passing. This was just old school rushing. How many? Like 8 rushing touchdowns, I think.
Yeah, I believe so. Which is crazy, man. Wow. There's not enough to say about this game. Cleveland Press called a game-winning field goal. The Cleveland Press called a game-winning field goal, just not by Tucker.
I'm so happy he brought this up, 100%. So, I was talking about this with him. Cleveland actually got spoiler, Cleveland.com. All right. Now, mind you, for those who don't know, I am a journalist major. So, seeing people. You work for Cleveland.com and you're asked to write a spoiler for a game that doesn't happen. So I'm just going to read it out. I can send you the link if you want to. It says, Cleveland, Ohio. Baker Mayfield dropped to his knees. Kevin Stefanski said his heart skipped a beat. Jarvis Landry couldn't watch. The no-no came when Cody Barkley's field goal attempt in the final seconds of Monday night's game bounced off the upright and then to the left, and then it went in. You're saying Parkey would have had a double doink and it goes in. I promise. If you want the link, I was like, this is Cleveland.com. Somebody went
Can't
to
make
college.
This stuff up.
Somebody went to college, got a degree, and said, hey, write a hypothetical about what's going to happen about an NFL game. Come on. This is why Cleveland is a joke city. Come on. Come on.
Oh man, shout out to that journalist, man. That is quite the prediction from him. Ah, man.
It backfired. He's gonna walk in
It
tomorrow.
definitely backfired. He's gonna look like an asshole tomorrow morning. Um, let's see. What do we have down here?
My guy Ryan, they're on something in Cleveland. They're on that nasty ass water.
Definitely.
That's what
They're
they're
definitely on something in Cleveland for sure. Not thinking straight. That it's just a good W, man, and just what this win does for our not only our record but our locker room. You know, we needed something like this just to power us through just the rest of these games. We have the Jaguars coming up next, and then we have the Giants, and then we have the Bengals. You know, we need to finish those games strong. Try to get into the playoffs healthy. This it's our time. It's our time.
And even if we win out, we're not in the playoffs, but we're doing everything we can. We don't need help.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can win out, we're gonna need help, yes, but it's not the point like, oh, we lose. We need X, Y, Z to lose, but we need A, B, C to win. So
Yeah, we're doing our part.
100%, man. And
Ooh. K-Dog says
Yeah.
bye 21. Mark Ingram.
he got, but he was. I saw him on the sideline hyping people up, and I like that. He's. We need that energy. But
Yeah,
speaking
we
of
need
energy,
the energy.
you see who the first person was when Justin Tucker kicked that game winner?
Who?
Lamar was there, picked him up.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah, man.
that warms my
I mean,
heart.
that was an amazing moment. That warms my heart too, man. It's just you can see like that camaraderie coming back. You know, a win like that really it rekindles that flame. You know, if last week didn't do it, this week definitely did. Because last week we won, but we won like comfortably. There wasn't that much adversity. But this week there was all the adversity that we could have handled, and we came out on top.
then
And
some.
we normally and then some. And normally we don't come out on top in games like that. So, you know, it's definitely amazing that we pulled that one off. But Mark Ingram, yes, I was glad we benched him. Man, because J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, they were showing why. I think like when you feed them, good things happen. Good things always happen when you feed J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, man. I think about it like this. J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, they're like kids, right? They're our kids. They're our offense kids. Bad things happen when you don't feed your kids, right?
Yep.
So we need to feed our kids in order for us to be successful, in order for good things to happen. And that's what we did tonight. J.K. Dobbins got his carries. Gus Edwards got his carries. And they both broke off really, really good runs at multiple points in the game. J.K. Dobbins with yards after contact like it was no other. He got bottled up a little bit in that second half, yes, but he was doing his job. And Gus Edwards stepped up when J.K. was getting bottled up a little bit.
Yeah, we couldn't run as much in the second half, I'd say, because it was a tie game where we were behind. But when we play our game, I thought we couldn't come from behind.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I thought the Ravens were going to come from behind and win, and I thought Lamar couldn't pass. But
Yeah,
it's going to be
especially
fun.
not against good teams. But
It's
you
going to
know.
be fun to watch this tomorrow, to watch all these shows.
Oh yeah, I'm watching everything. I'm watching the First Take. I'm watching the Undisputed. I'm watching Good Morning Football. I'm watching all of them, bro. I'm watching because I want to see what they have to say. Because they've all been, not all of them, but somebody from each show has doubted us in some way, shape, or form, saying that, oh, we can't do this, we can't do that. They still haven't proven this. It's like, okay. And they'll still have things to say. They'll still be like, oh, Lamar only completed what? How many passes did he complete? Like 7 passes
Like
or
11,
8 passes?
11. I don't know. What? I can pull it up now. I got you.
Yeah, because I mean, I know he had like, what, 3 or 4 completions on that last drive alone. So that might have put him to like 10 or something like that. But hey, at the end of the day, the man went out and he delivered and he won that game with his arm. He got us a lot of those points with his legs, but he won us that game with his arm. And that's what I want to see the critics address tomorrow. I want to see how they, attack that that whole scenario that happened tonight. Like, do they give him his flowers? Do they give him his props? Do they give him his credit? Or do they still try to say, oh, Lamar, he didn't throw for over 200 yards, so like, he's gonna have to do it eventually. And they love to talk about the hypotheticals, like what when he's gonna have to throw. What if he has to throw? It's like, okay,
he did.
Man, look, he did. So hey.
Let me see. Week 14 Game Center stats. Lamar 11 for 17, 163 yards and 1 touchdown. 9 carries, 124 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's how he win games. And
that's how
he
you win
didn't
football
get hit.
Games.
Like Andrews, 5 catches, 78 yards. 5 of Lamar's 11 passes were caught by Mark Andrews. And like I said, back to Mark Andrews, that backyard football play, 3rd and 10.
Oh my goodness.
That's like that is what Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce do. And that is exactly what it looked like.
Yeah. That's what you need to do to win football games right there. Like Mark Andrews, it's just the instincts. Like, okay, my quarterback's in trouble. We saw Hollywood do the same thing last week against the Cowboys. My quarterback's in trouble. Let me get open. Let me try to make a play. I'm just going to leak out deep. Everybody's going to be shrinking in to try to get Lamar Jackson down. I'm just going to throw it over the top to Mark Andrews. I'm going to throw it over the top to Hollywood Brown. And those are like the only 2 receivers that really, show that sort of ability. Now, of course, Snead, he's just reliable, Mr. Reliable. Inside the numbers, he's going to catch the ball. He's going to come down with it, most times. And he's going to get us some positive yardage, maybe a first down. Miles Boykin.
He had a big catch. 1 catch, but it was big. It was
one catch. Yeah.
I won't get mad at that. What I was mad was that we had a short touchdown, a little Duvernay jet sweep, and it was like, we had to call a timeout. I was like,
it looks so good too. It looks so good.
But he didn't do much. Prochet obviously wasn't in the field.
Yeah.
But this team, that's a good offense. Think about it. Chubb, Hunt, Jarvis, and we outscored them. That says a lot about our team.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right. Who would you say? I was gonna
drop your questions and drop your thoughts. I want to know.
Yeah, drop thoughts, questions, so we can get to you guys. I would say player of the game tonight, but it's obvious it's Lamar Jackson. Just easy. That was an MVP performance and something that we haven't seen in a long time. From Lamar Jackson. He's played well at different points in the season, but tonight he just really put the team on his back. It was the perfect example of that, and I was very proud of him for doing that.
It's like watching little brother just go out there and ball. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
It's like he's like Baltimore's son, and we're just so happy.
Yeah.
Whenever we all want to see him succeed. Simple as that. We're critical, but in the end, it's all love. And what he did today. That we can be looking back on this in our America's team, 2020 Ravens America's team. This is the game that turned it over. Yeah. So, I don't want to get us all hyped up, but if we could just win out, just do our thing. Because let's see, the Dolphins, they play the Bills still. That's a hard game. The Raiders, I think, play the Dolphins too. So there's going to be a game where one of these teams we're fighting with drops a game, and we did a lot.
Yeah.
The Browns are 9-4, and guess who they still have to play? The Pittsburgh
Steelers. Yeah.
And what do we hold over the Browns? A 2-0 conference record.
Swept them. Oh.
Hey, we can. How Browns would it be for them to not make the playoffs? How good would that be?
Oh man, who else is on their schedule though? I know they play the Steelers, but are there any other tough matchups for them? Because that would be hilarious.
The Giants next Sunday night. Oh, they get the Jets week 16.
Easy money.
Giants, Jets, then Steelers.
Well, if they lose, if they lose 2 of those games and we went out, we'd finish with a better record than them, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So if they lose to the Giants and the Steelers, and the Giants could be a trap game. I know they're just coming off a loss, but they're still a team that, they're playing with a lot of pride right now. That defense is running around. So it's possible. Now, my thing, I want to talk about Baker Mayfield.
Talk to him.
Baker Mayfield tonight, he I thought he actually played a pretty decent football game. He avoided a lot of mistakes. Now, of course, he did make that crucial mistake where he threw that ball out to on the outside, and Tyus Bowser ended up taking it, almost taking it for a pick six. But other than that, you really didn't see Baker make a whole lot of mistakes. He missed a couple throws, but he didn't make a whole lot of bad mistakes. He held the football a little bit long a couple times, but a lot of those times he avoided pressure. One of those times he even, when nobody was open, he ran it in for a touchdown. So I thought Baker Mayfield, he's taken a step forward since the last time we played him, since the previous times we played him, period. But what do you think?
So I'll be honest. I've never been a big Baker fan, but he played good. He played very good. There were plays where I feel he got bailed out by his receivers. I know there was Njoku. It was I think it was Peoples-Jones when they scored their last drive.
Yeah.
Like these throws, I'm like, how are they making these catches? Great on the receivers. But what I didn't like was that when things weren't going their way, they were looking for calls. I know Landry
that
was
was true.
Baker, I'm like,
yeah.
They
were like, refs, please save us, please.
Yeah, I'm like,
help.
Yeah, and then also that Kareem Hunt touchdown when he beat LJ Ford, I thought he was out. I thought he had 1 foot in and 1 foot out, but it's over with. But yeah, to your point, Baker did play. He's improved, and
yeah,
he's a big credit to why the Browns are looking like a real team. But 2-0 against them this year, so
yeah, man. The AFC North is getting very, very strong. That's for sure. And of course, we'll have Burrow back next season in Cincinnati. Who knows what they're going to do in the offseason? I'm sure they're going to try to make some moves to get some help.
Steelers are always going to be scary.
Steelers are going to be the Steelers. Of course, the Ravens are who they are. The AFC North is proven to be one of the toughest divisions in the NFL, and tonight's game really, really put that on showcase. Yeah. I think, and they'll be talking about that tomorrow. Like, when's the last time you saw an AFC North game this high scoring?
Been a while.
Can you imagine the over-unders for just the total of tonight's game that people bet on? People probably lost a lot of money.
Vegas is
yeah. A lot of people won a lot of money. A lot of people lost a lot of money too, man. Just banking on this game being under like 60 points, So,
hey,
let's see. Our guy Ryan says, simply going to cook up some Lamar highlights tonight. You know he is.
Man, I'm not sleeping. I'm not sleeping. I just can't see that every day tonight. I'm not sleeping.
Yeah, man. I'm already knowing, bro. I know those videos are going to be coming tomorrow, and I'm going to be putting them everywhere because you got to put something dope together for just the whole sequence of Lamar leaving the game and then coming back like the Undertaker. Is just
What music are we I think it might be the Stone Cold. Like
the Stone Cold?
The glass cracking and him coming out. I'm thinking that.
Yeah. I'm loving the Stone Cold, man.
But what's the music behind it? Give me an artist. What do we want?
Ooh, what artist should we simply put on Lamar Jackson's just this highlight video from this game? What song? It's got to be something epic, man. You guys in the chat, let us know as well, man. Bean Blur says he would use Pop Smoke. That's interesting. Boom. Yeah, a lot heavy 808s. Put some Kodak or Superman music in the background.
I might have put some. I wouldn't be mad with some Kodak.
Yeah, no, you can't go wrong with the Kodak. Oh, man.
Man, I just.
Shout out Kid Cudi, Pop Smoke.
That was a good album.
Pop Smoke.
I'm a big fan of the new Kid Cudi album. Big fan.
2K Crossover 21 says Don Toliver. I think that's what he meant to say. Don Toliver. Man, there's a lot of good songs that you could definitely put in that place. You could even put John Cena's theme. It's Lamar Jackson. Yeah, I mean, you could put some old school like Kanye West, some of his more epic music. I don't know if it was warranted for that. Maybe if we win the Super Bowl or something like that, you can put some
all the lights.
Like that, but yeah, all the lights. You know what I mean? But that was just Wow. Lights out
Man.
performance in those last couple sequences, those drives for the Ravens offense, man. It's just, I really want to, this is one of the games where I want to look at the highlights, like the Sports Center, the ESPN highlights that they put up. Just like, oh, and this was Monday Night Football, just in case you missed. Imagine the people who fell asleep on this game. Imagine the people who fell asleep on it.
Man.
Imagine waking up in like 4 hours and seeing the outcome of this game, and it's like, oh my God! Like Lamar went out of the game, he came back, threw a touchdown on fourth, and it's like
34-20. Let's say you're sleeping after. It's like, okay, J.K. Dobbins scored 34. It's over. Turn off the TV, go to sleep. Wake up tomorrow morning, see your phone just blowing up with notifications.
Wow, man! I can only imagine. Just an amazing win for the Ravens going forward this season. We just need to continue to win games. That starts with the Jaguars on Sunday. This was an amazing win tonight.
Yes.
Can't say enough about it. Of course, we'll say more about it on our next episode of the
Thursday will
podcast.
be like our official 10th podcast. Official.
Yeah. That'll be the official 10th episode or installment, if you will, of the Purple Rain podcast, featuring my guy Simply AS10 and myself, Sutton Def. You can find both of us on Twitter or Instagram. You can find Alex on Twitter at @AlexSilverman_ or on Instagram at simplyas10.prod. And you're going to want to make sure you follow him, because you know those Lamar highlights, those Ravens highlights, those NFL highlights are going to be coming out soon and very soon. So make sure you give him a follow and give him a subscribe as well on his main YouTube channel, Simply AS10, for sure. Let's see. Yes, sir. And what else did you want to say, bro?
Just real quick, man. Somebody asked me when I plan on getting it out. It's weird. Probably as soon as possible, to be honest. I mean, if I get out tonight, I get out tonight. But usually I wait to get out in the afternoon. But just what I saw tonight is something I just can't wait on. It has to get out as soon as possible.
If it doesn't come out tonight, guys, as my guy Quavo likes to say, just wait on it. And let's see. I am Sutton Def. You can find me on Twitter or Instagram at Sutton Def. Give me a follow. I love to chat with you guys, interact with you guys, because I love all you guys.
Yes.
And that's real talk.
His in-game tweets are just gotta follow him for that. Simple. The live tweeting as it goes on, second to none.
The live tweets, man. You gotta love the live tweets, because it's just real. It's the real emotions. It's the real me. So
Yeah.
make sure you give me a follow as well. But this has been the Purple Rain podcast, guys. I mean, it's already midnight. I've got to work tomorrow. I know Alex has got a bunch of stuff going on. He's got videos to get to. So we're going to catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for all coming out post game. Go Ravens. And
Thursday.
Alex, you can end us off, man.
See you on Thursday. And as always, stay positive, test negative. Cleveland are our sons.